couldn't hear myself.
Right, it's beautiful.
I couldn't hear myself.
You couldn't hear. Don't worry about it. Well, we heard you, and it was absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you, Alex.
It is
terrific.
Beautiful. Come and sit next to me rather than perched back there. That really was. How you can do that? You've got a live.
I don't actually quite know what it was like.
A live audience here. Put that headset on. Go on, put that on, and we'll get you wired up, and we can have a proper chat too. That's it.
Actually, halfway through it, I realised that there was the hallowed strip, and I opened my eyes, and
You could see it
because that's the one I've always imagined there in the song.
Was it really?
It's the strip at Lord's.
I was going to ask you about that because it's such an evocative song, isn't it? We've got Jeff and John in there for a start.
Yes.
Now, let's identify who.
Well, Jeff is Jeff Boycott, of course, who was a hero when I was. He's actually a contemporary, isn't he?
Yes, he would.
But I kind of grew up with him.
In fact, you'll be almost identical. He is 70. You're 70, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes. Yeah.
So I never think of myself as 70, but nor does anybody else who's 70, by the way.
No.
No, we always think of. I mean, I always think of myself as 8 going on 80. It's
Never feel old.
no, yeah, of course, it's just a number one, and it's a lie anyway. Nobody's actually. I've seen some incredibly old 12-year-olds.
And some young 70-year-olds?
Yes, and some, people like me who just don't know when to stop.
No. Well, don't stop. What? So you had in your mind when you sat and wrote this song a long time ago now? What, 1978? So you
No,
had
74 it was.
74 when you wrote it.
Yeah, because it was John Arlott that inspired it. And he would be, I'm sure it was at Lord's. And it was the effect that he said something to the effect that it was a great pity when you see an old cricketer leaving the crease for the last time. And I just thought, that's a song. There's the song. And within a day it was written.
Really?
And it's probably the quickest song to write that I ever wrote.
And he presumably was talking about a batsman that he was watching who was playing his last innings. Like, I don't know.
Yes, it was. I'm sure it was Garfield Sobers, but that the memory of that, is almost there, but not quite.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was.
So we've identified Jeffrey.
Yes. John is John Snow.
John Snow. Oh, see, I had it in mind it was John Edridge. I read somewhere that it was John Edridge, who's here today, incidentally.
Oh, well, that's a shame. It should be John Edridge for the
perhaps
day.
you can change it for the day, can we?
Yeah.
Why did you choose John Snow?
Well, John was such a great bowler, I thought. He was what they need now today. Line and length and unflustered, mainly. But the right sort of bowler for today, I would have thought.
Could be quite hostile, couldn't he? Had a bit of a temper on him sometimes, John. Bit of a rebel.
But he didn't actually. I mean, I've never seen him go and do a Stuart Broad to the batsman. I never saw that.
Well, you asked Sunil Gavaskar, who's sitting in your chair a few minutes ago. They had a bit of an argy-bargy, didn't they?
Oh yes,
Remember?
they did. I
Yes.
suppose. Yeah.
In fact, that was here on this ground, I think.
Oh, was it?
A long time ago.
Are
yes.
they speaking?
Oh yes. It's one of those moments, I think, of when John got the red mist came down. As it came
Yeah,
up, I
the red
suppose.
mist. Well, the red mist would descend if you were bowling all day to someone who was just clouting you all over the place.
Yes.
I used to sit in that stand over there when I first came.
So that's what the mound stand.
The mound, yeah.
Which is, well, I mean, it will have changed considerably. I suspect since then.
I saw Jeff Thompson bringing a ball continuously from his left-hand pocket through in an arc over his right shoulder.
Yes.
You did. I mean,
What, loosening up, you mean, or getting him? What was he doing?
No. Didn't he used to bowl? He used to look as though he was bowling from his left-hand pocket.
Incredible sling.
An incredible sling.
So that
was from there.
Wow.
This end.
And bowling.
So you used
fast.
to see that arm come right towards you.
You would have done from there.
Yeah.
What a great memory.
Yeah, and I brought my young son here in those days. We came for the whole game one Ashes test, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Lily scored did Lily score 73
He did score some runs. I'm
or something? He scored 73, and I was really disappointed.
It would either have been 70. It's been the Masses match of 72, or when they came 4 years after that, probably, wouldn't it? But Bob Massey's match is when he took all those wickets, swung the ball all over the place. We've been talking about that a bit in this game.
I often have 73 in my mind because I know that Ted Dexter got 73 as well, which was a fantastic innings.
Yeah.
And so, there's a slight confusion in there, the mists of time.
Something to watch the whole Test match, though, isn't it? And bring your son.
Yeah. Well, he was very well behaved, I have to say.
You told him to sit there and be quiet.
Yeah, but I think he's. I think he knows when to misbehave. He's one of those. He's very bright that way.
Yeah. What is it about cricket and musicians? I mean, of your type, I mentioned one or two names there who we often see down here at the cricket. I think Mick Jagger's here today, and you've played with him, I think, haven't you?
No, never played with Mick. That's a different culture. That was the Decca south of the river culture.
Oh, right.
I'm Abbey Road. I'm just here. I'm sort of. There were two different cultures going on.
Right. And did the
Abbey Road lot and the Decca. What was the studio they all recorded in? It's been taken apart now. I've forgotten what the name was.
It'll come.
It'll come. Yes. I'm on the spot, so I shouldn't put myself on the spot. But anyway, it was the South London lot.
Did the cultures meet at all, or was it?
Well, they did occasionally. They did occasionally, but the North London lot here was, the Beatles, the Floyd, and me, and whoever we pulled in. Actually, Cliff used to record here as well, but we're sort of in different universes as well.
Yeah.
Cliff isn't in the same universe as me.
No, we might talk about that sort of thing later. I suspect you probably wouldn't be. But what exciting times, though! What amazing times to be involved in your industry.
Absolutely, they were absolutely amazing times. We
can you remember any of them?
Cross-fertilized. Well, I think I can. And I have various memories. Whether they're correct or not is open to conjecture, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you put your own spin on them, as I'm sure I have done. I mean, I must confess.
Yeah. Do you? I want to talk cricket with you, really, to start with, but just to look back at that time of producing music, though, do what we, I'm afraid, do all up here in the commentary box is to reflect on our own generation as being the best, and everyone is slightly misty-eyed about their own time, isn't it? I mean, do you look at the time that you were making your name and starting out, and
Well, I think it was a wonderful era that we were all part of, because we had the inspiration. We were people who were at a juncture, a cultural juncture, really, where suddenly you had worldwide influences coming in because of communications media, because of IT, really. The beginnings of IT. You had Southern Country Black Blues coupled with urban blues coming from America, and sitar and everything else coming from India. All kinds of forces from around the world that melded and amalgamated into a force for new music in that era. And it was it was a great era to be making music in, because you were on the shop floor for the first. It's not possible to go back there and do that again, because those kind of fusions are not possible anymore.